So let's talk about 13 going on 30 with Jennifer Garner. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2004 fantasy rom-com 13 going on 30, released by Columbia for Revolution Studios, written by Josh Goldsmith and Kathy Yuspa, directed by Gary Winnick, starring Jennifer Garner. It follows a 13-year-old girl named Jenna Rink who dreams of being popular. During her birthday party, she's humiliated by classmates and wishes she was 30, flirty, and thriving. And when she eventually does emerge, she finds herself suddenly 30 years old in 2004, uncertain how she got there. Yeah, kind of almost reminds us of Big almost, but with a little twist in it. So, if you are ready, let's get into this. In 1987, young and geeky Jenna Rink yearns to be popular, but can only persuade the Six Chicks, the ruling clique led by Lucy Tom Tom Wyman, to attend her 13th birthday party by doing their homework. Jenna's best friend, Matt Flamhaff, or Matty, brings her a pink dollhouse he made himself and a packet of magic wishing dust he sprinkles on the dollhouse roof. Apparently on the day of her birthday party, the Six Chicks arrive with the cutest boys in class, and they trick Jenna into playing 7 Minutes in Heaven. So while Jenna waits blindfolded in a closet, expecting to kiss one of the boys, the Six Chicks and the boys leave her with her completed homework, and Maddie finds Jenna alone. Well, apparently, manages to kiss her, but apparently she's humiliated, and she tearfully wishes to be 30, as the wishing dust falls on her. 30 and flirty and thriving. The next morning, Jenna awakens in a luxurious Fifth Avenue apartment. Her wish has come true. It's now 2004, and Jenna is now 30 years old, with no memory of the intervening 17 years. Jenna discovers she works for her favorite fashion magazine, Poise, where her co-editor and best friend, Lucy, Tom Tom herself. Poise has been scooped so often by rival magazine Sparkle that editor-in-chief Richard believes someone is tipping them off. Jenna finds Maddie's address and races to Greenwich Village, where the adult Matt, played by Mark Ruffalo, a struggling photographer, is unable to fill in her missing past, as she became head of the Six Chicks, now 7 Chicks, and stopped speaking to him. Lucy is revealed to be the adult Tom Tom, as I've mentioned, having had plastic surgery. While delighting in her freedom, Jenna stumbles through adult life, learning enough to advise the 13-year-olds she prefers to spend time with. She saves a Poise party by leading the guests, including Matt, in an impromptu performance of the line dance to Michael Jackson's Thriller. Yes, that's one of my good aspects with this movie. This has lots of good 80s music, Thriller especially, because, well, me being an 80s kid, I grew up with that song. It was like one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs, as a matter of fact. Don't get me wrong, I liked Billie Jean, Beat It, everything on that album, but Thriller was just one of the best. I never could do the dance though, because I never did get to see the music video until years later. Sorry, everyone. I just wanted y'all to know that, just in case. Anyway, her slowly emerging past reveals that the adult Jenna is nothing like the sweet, shy girl she was the day before. This Jenna stole ideas, refused to speak to her parents, and had office sex with a co-worker's husband. The struggling magazine is forced to redesign, and Jenna overhears Lucy badmouthing her, planning to cut her out of her redesigned presentation. Jenna returns to her childhood home in New Jersey, weeping in the same basement closet and, well, where she was before this little wish even happened, and reuniting with her parents. She soon apologizes to Matt and hires him for a yearbook inspired redesigned photo shoot. Even though Matt is engaged to Wendy, who is eager for him to move to Chicago, Jen and Matt begin to fall for each other. Jen's plans to save the magazine are a rousing success, while Lucy's presentation fails, and she lies to Matt that Jen decided not to use his pictures. Looking for Matt to deliver the good news, Jenna finds Wendy, who reveals their wedding is the next day. Richard informs Jenna that Lucy gave Jenna's material, including Matt's photographs, to Sparkle, and has become their new editor-in-chief, effectively killing Poise. Jenna confronts Lucy, who scornfully reveals that she discovered Jenna was the one sabotaging her own magazine, and Lucy merely sold the job Jenna was to receive. Yikes. Now to the ending, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, continue on after the 5 seconds. Thank you. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Jenna rushes to Matt's childhood home next door to hers, where the wedding will soon be underway. Finding Matt, she declares that she is not the bad person she seemed to be, and that he would marry her if he could see who she really was. Matt, already in his tuxedo, tells her they cannot turn back time, but reveals the pink dollhouse he has kept for 17 years. In tears, Jenna asks for it back, and Matt sadly confesses that he always loved her. Jenna sits with the dollhouse as the wedding begins and sees a young Matt and herself inside. She shuts her eyes and specks of the wishing dust whirl around her. Opening her eyes, Jenna finds herself back in 1987 on her 13th birthday. This time, when May finds her alone in the closet, she kisses him. And confronting Lucy, Jenna rips up the homework and runs upstairs with May. With this second chance, Jenna lives the intervening 17 years differently, with her and Matt emerging in 2004 as a newly married couple. And they share their favorite candy, Razzles, while moving into a pink house identical to the dollhouse. End of story, my friends. So, what did I think of 13 Going on 30? I loved it. After I've watched it numerous times, most notably on the Stars channels, which of course they originally had the rights to the films from Revolution Studios, even though Columbia released them, but it was Revolution who produced them. Since Joe Roth, who owned Revolution, was actually a worker for Stars at the Stars actually. Anyway, I watched it many times and I was blown by it. We had all sorts of great 80s songs. Well, aside from Thriller, among some of them I can remember hearing include Madonna's Crazy for You, Rick Springfield's Jesse's Girl, and let's see. Oh, yeah, and Burning Down the House by Talking Heads. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and The Go-Go's Head Over Heels. I almost forgot that one. We also had, let's see. I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me by Whitney Houston. And let's see. Oh yeah, and Pat Benatar's Love is a Battlefield as well. Plus a lot of other songs. Old and new. Even some that were recent. But anyway, I love the story and what have you. It was really good. I love the performances from the whole cast. especially Jennifer Garner as Jenna and Mark Ruffalo as Matt. Now, playing Lucy, aka Tom Tom, is Judy Greer, who I've seen her in a few movies before this, like The Wedding Planner and Jawbreaker. And of course, I've seen her in lots of other movies. Let's see, playing Richard is Andy Serkis, before he even played Caesar in the Planet of the Apes, prequel trilogy. Of course, he's been in our movies, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. He recently played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the first Hobbit movie as well. I almost forgot about The Hobbit. Whoops! And more recently, he played Ulysses Claw in Black Panther. Yeah. But anyway, we also had lots of other great performances. What else surprised me was the young Jenna Ring was played by Krista B. Allen, who a couple of years after this would go on to be the star of the underrated Saturday morning series Cake. Yeah, if you've not seen that show, check it out. I think young girls may want to look into that. The show only ran one season, I almost didn't know that was her until I saw in the cast of credits and what have you. It was her. Yeah, you better believe it. But anyway, like I said, the story was good, the cast was good, the music was good, the score by Theodore Shapiro was really good. From my point of view, 13 Going on 30 was a blast. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite movies of 2004. So the question is, would I recommend 13 Going on 30? Hell yeah. This is something you've got to check out. It was also released as Suddenly 30 in some countries. I almost forgot about that. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. What are your thoughts on 13 Going on 30? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of a real extremely hot flick, Wild Things. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, check out these other videos I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Wedding Planner, which I mentioned in this. Judy Greer's in this, along with J-Lo as the title character and Matthew McConaughey. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my review of a film that's in a way like this, Big, with Tom Hanks. Or if you want more Jennifer Garner, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my review of Electra, which she would star in the following year. In the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.